I am genuinely impressed. 𝙨𝙤𝙢𝙤 can actually make a good debut but decided to be quirky with Kepler, boo. Anyways, the song itself has that youthful vibes to it. It reminded me so much of 𝙨𝙤𝙢𝙚 and I just also found out why the instrumentals sounded so familiar. It's because they sampled Take On Me, which I think is the perfect song they could sample for their concept. 𝙨𝙤𝙢𝙤 and ZHANGHAO also sounded so fucking good, like the vocals are vocaling. Love it. I took a look at the line distribution, and I think we could have gotten more of Juven. That's my boy, and yet all gave him under 10 seconds worth of lines. Like what? I don't know how accurate the distribution was, and the screen time distribution could have been better, but I felt everybody's presence. That is all my complaints. I mean, when did we ever had a fair line or screen time distribution from the produce series, really? Anyways, the concept was well executed and the boys looked so good. Holy shit, I'm literally engaged with 𝙨𝙤𝙢𝙤 right now, I can't. The concept photos made it look so cheap. Cues the album cover and the plain ass backgrounds looked so dull. But they proved me wrong. The music video actually had budget, unlike Kepler's Jungle Gym set. Some of the sets also gave me EXO Don't Fight the Feelings vibes. Please stay in this concept wake one, I beg, don't pull a weki on them please. We need more of this type of concepts from boy groups. Yes, this concept is starting to become mainstream, but that's okay. As long as y'all can actually make good music. Let us not return to the NCT/BTS, wannabes phase every fourth in boy group had.
She's a cute girl, cute next to gorgeous. Gorgeous is gonna, devour cute.
I don't know, but the instrumentals reminded me of the news intros, like this. Anyways, it is a great way to start the album off. It is calm and chill, and you can already predict what type of sounds DB1 is going with. Although it is not something I would particularly play intentionally, if it came up on shuffle I wouldn't skip it. It also sounds very nostalgic. In fact, all of the tracks had that nostalgic feeling to it. And it makes sense since they're going for a youthful concept. Anyways, cute start a bit off underwhelming, kinda snooze a bit, but they do have a letter Z on their name, so it makes sense. It's very summery and bright. It sounds like one of those commercials for like summer swimwear or some shit like that. I, of course, liked the song but have a few critiques. It was an easy listen, and not over the top. The instrumentals was a pretty familiar sound. It sounded pretty generic and kinda basic too. It's not the worst thing I've heard from anyone, but it's not really that memorable too. It sounds like something Rookie and ZHANGHAO Dream would really. Although the vocals were able to carry the song, but it is not something I would really put on repeat. It's not a skip, don't worry, it's just not very outstanding, or nothing new.
That was too good. Let's get the bell curve.
They definitely stole this from someone's vault. That vault is definitely 𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙤. I wouldn't complain if this is actually their title track. It has the NCT Dream beatbox type of melody, which I love. The bridge sounded so good. Look, my boys can sing. Just accept it. I actually expected the whole album to be vocal heavy, especially all of the boys can sing well. And this is easily one of my favorites besides this year. There's just a certain element to the song that scratches my brain well. Why can I see it being a nose to a corny school love drama Loki? I really think it's cute and I love every single part of it. Like, come on, if enha and ZB1 can do it, yeah, all bitches can. I don't care if y'all are unique and shit, every once in a while you guys have to pull a cheesy cute track in one of your albums. I'm part of this small community of the enjoyers of this type of music. Of course, is an album complete if it doesn't have a sentimental or a ballad track? The vocals and rapping were balanced perfectly. Our season and broken melodies, and Daisy definitely sits and eats on the same table. I think the last verse or chorus is pretty cute, a little bit cheesy for my taste, but that part makes sense because of the concept they're going for. Overall, cute, simple and enjoyable. It's not the emotional type of sentimental. Another song that is kinda reminiscent of it was 𝙤𝙤𝙢𝙚's Beautiful. It has that I'm happy but let me make it sound like I'm actually not.
Always 나와 같이 걸어줄래 always 서로에게 발을 맞춰 함께 걸어가.
ZHANGHAO had no business making such a hit. The length of the song wasn't enough. We needed more. But he fucking put his whole bussy in that solo like oh calm down. You all have 2.5 years to be active. Anyways, no doubt this was definitely my favorite B-side in the album. He really said I'm not just a pretty face and center, I have talent. I'm so proud of him and I really wish I'll get to see more of his work in the future. Like we all know he was always meant to serve from the beginning, right? He always had this king behavior in him and now he's demonstrating it to us. We freaking love you ZHANGHAO, and you will continue on doing God's work. I have to admit, but I personally think he outdid his own group by fear. It's always the Chinese members who will always slay, looking at you two my girls 𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙤. I can feel that weki decided to play safe with zerobaseone's debut. The tracks were pretty fun, but not so adventurous or experimental, which I'm glad they took this route. Yes, it would have been cool if they did something different, but in my opinion, I think the whole album sounding safe is great since doing something different might end up in them getting the same reaction people had with Kep1er's 𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙪. Also, the vibes I'm currently feeling with them is the same feeling I have with itzy when they debuted with La Vie en Rose. They have that soft and gentle sound vibes. The album as a whole is bubbly and calm, nothing over the top and none of the treasure sounding type of beat, thank God. This probably starting to get annoying, but it can't be avoided to mention Kep1er. Like what the actual fuck are you doing weki? It was clear, Kep1er was a guinea pig from the start. Can you notice the whole difference between the two groups who debuted under the same show and company? I get it, we need to see what the public would think, but because of you all, they just continue to decline in popularity. I'm gonna end it right there. I don't wanna stray away from the topic and I'm not putting the blame of they boys either. Overall, I'll give the album an 8 out of 10. Again, the whole album was simple, yet nothing out of the ordinary. But it was an enjoyable listen either way. I'm happy and satisfied with the debut of ZB1, hopefully they don't pull a refresh in the future. I may have to wish death upon someone if this ever fucking happens.
Hello? I love you. See you later. Bye bye.